Hi, welcome everybody. This is James Coe with Indie Free, and today I have with me Haley Apiscopa in Portchester, and she's a pediatric therapist. She works with special needs kids. Wonderful job, challenging. Haley, hi, welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me, for those people out there who are really kind of basic to this, what exactly is pediatric therapy?
Pediatric physical therapy works with children newborn through 18 years old, and we motivate the children through play to achieve skills that they're having more difficulty with.
And what kind of difficulties do you see in these kids?
So with infants, sometimes they have trouble picking their head up off of the floor when they're doing tummy time, or sitting by themselves, or even learning to crawl. Some kids are challenged with learning to walk and take steps on their own. And then with preschool or school age population, sometimes they're having difficulty climbing on a ladder at the playground or keeping up with their peers in phys ed class.
Yeah, these are difficult things for parents to see and watch their kids. So you help them. You're a pediatric therapist. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 13 years.
Wow. So, and you've been focusing and specializing with kids for that long, or?
I've been specializing with pediatrics for the last 10 years, and the 3 years prior to that, I did inpatient neurology.
So where are you now? What clinic are you in now? What's the name of your clinic?
I'm at Developmental Steps, Pediatric Physical Therapy in Portchester.
So tell me, it looks like you guys got a real fun facility there. So tell me, what exactly is developmental delay? Because from what I understand, developmental delay is probably the biggest problem that you're seeing these kids come in with, correct?
Correct. So children progress through changes in skill development during predictable time periods called developmental milestones. And when these milestones are not being reached, that's considered developmental delay. So an example is children typically learn to walk within 9 to 15 months old. And if they're 20 months old and not walking yet, that's an example of developmental delay.
And are you seeing a lot of kids having these issues developing?
Absolutely, at various ages.
So how can a parent kind of identify if there is some kind of a delay, some kind of a developmental issue with their baby or their child?
So with babies, you're looking for between 3 to 4 months of age. They should be able to lift their head up off of the floor in tummy time and be looking around at toys and at people in the room. By around 6 months, 6 to 7 months, they should be sitting by themselves. And by 10 months, pulling to stand on their own. And walking, usually anywhere from 10 to 15 months old, they start walking on their own.
So if their child is not progressing properly through these stages, then what should they do?
So if a child's having difficulty at any of these stages, then calling a pediatric physical therapy clinic to do an evaluation and get some tips on strategies what to work on would be a great start.
Okay, so if I was a parent who had a child that wasn't developing properly and I were to call you, what would you do? What are some of the treatments and therapies that you guys do?
So on the first day, usually I assess and see where they are with each of those skills. And then I give some strategies to the parents to practice at home. And then with the following treatments, so with babies, I'll use toys and play to help motivate them with lifting their head up when they're playing on their tummy. Same thing in sitting, trying to get them to build their muscles in their trunk along their sides and learn to sit on their own. But it's all through play and teaching the parents how to motivate them through specific toys and the ways to use their hands to best help their child.
So it's fun. It's not like torture or anything like that.
No, definitely not torture. Really fun for the kids.
Excellent, excellent. And does it work? Does the child do they respond well or?
Yeah, children respond very well to play, and sometimes it's just a matter of tapping into the best strategies to best help them.
And, how long does it take before a parent can expect to see some type of results, like some kind of change?
If it's a mild delay, sometimes it could be anywhere from 8 to 10 visits. And if it's a more severe issue, it can take anywhere from 20 to 25 visits.
And of course, what's the cost?
So it could be as low as $90 per session or as high as $144 for a 45-minute individual session.
Do you take insurance for these services?
We're an out-of-network provider. We take PPOs. Some may have a deductible. And if you have a high deductible, we offer many affordable packages to make it more affordable to families.
That's great. Can you give me a little bit more of an example of what you do to teach parents what to do at home?
Well, depending on their condition and what they're working on, I will teach them what I'm doing during the session and a way that they could practice it at home. For example, if it's a baby who's not really tolerating doing tummy time, I might have them do tummy time at the office over a boppy pillow or a rolled blanket and teach them what toys they could use, usually musical toys or something that lights up, that'll motivate the child to lift their head up and look around.
And what if, let's say, a parent's having a child who is, not walking yet or is not coordinated as they think they should be? What kind of things would you do for a child like that?
So if the child's learning to cruise, which is sidestepping along furniture, I would teach them how to motivate them to maybe sidestep along the couch to build their muscles in their hips. And then try at the office them walking with a weighted push cart, like a small children's shopping cart, weight it down, slow it down so they can take some slow steps. And if that works in treatment, then I'll have them do that at home as well.
Well, that's great. I mean, a lot of things that you're saying is great. I think it's great for these people to, especially parents who are concerned, to know this thing. So how can they reach you, Haley?
They can reach us by calling 914-939-6400. We also on our website, www.developmentalsteps.com.
Well, that's great stuff, Haley. It's great having you here with us today. Is there anything else you would like the viewers to know? Anything?
Pediatric therapy doesn't just work with infants. We also work with preschool and school-age children to help them keep up with their peers. So that's important to recognize as well.
Great to know. Thank you so much. Well, hey, it's been great talking with you. You have a great day. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Correct. So children progress typically at a certain level of skill development. Can we delete that?
Sure. Okay, we'll cut that.
Okay, sorry.
How can a parent kind of recognize or identify if there is something wrong with their child?
How should I answer? Scratch that.
Okay, we'll cut that. Let's say I was a parent who had a child that wasn't developing, and I were to call you. What would you guys do?
I'm sorry, the voicemail was going off.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Noise, and of course, what's the cost?
So, sorry, scratch that.
Okay. Was there anything else that people should know? Is there any last comments or anything else you think people should know?
I just want the viewers to know that Developmental Steps is a fun, motivating place for children, infants, all the way through teenagers, and they love it here.
Okay, let's do it again.
No.
I thought you were going to mention you work with older kids.
I know, I didn't know how to work it.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good job. Great job.